everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much everybody who's listening right now in the podcast. Today is Sunday, June 29, 2025. I wanted to come and share this breaking news with you guys regarding the case of Junior Guzman-Feliz, who was murdered, I believe it was 2018 or 2019 in the Bronx. Before I continue, I want to say thank you so much, of course, to everybody who's listening using Spotify. Don't forget to follow the podcast there, and thank you so much everybody who's watching this video right now on YouTube. So the case of Junior Guzman-Feliz is one of those cases that I will never forget. I was in disbelief to see what happened to this child. To this day, I cannot believe that actually happened to somebody. I mean, let alone a child, okay, a 15-year-old boy. I think everybody remembers that Junior Guzman was murdered in the street in the Bronx. I think it was June 20th. Let me just get the exact date because I don't want to. It was on June 20th, 2018. A video surfaced that became viral as this young boy was heading to his house on I believe it was Friday evening, heading to his house, and he was being followed by a group of gang members, right, called Los Trinitarios, a name originated from the Dominican Republic, right? And this group of gang members followed this kid into a bodega in the Bronx and dragged him out of the bodega and basically slaying him right outside the bodega. It's traumatizing. I will never forget just being in complete shock that actually happened to a human being. And it was just so crazy. Like, just thinking about it now, I'm like, I cannot believe that case actually happened. But the breaking news, right? So in 2019, all the gang members involved with this case, right, they were convicted to 25 years to life, right? Just yesterday, they announced that one of the gang members was found dead in prison, okay? And his name was Jonaiki Martinez, which is the person who they believe and persecuted him, saying that he was the one who did the final wound that killed Junior. Okay, he's the one who basically stabbed him right in the neck here. And this guy, Jonaiki Martinez, was actually he was in the news because he had a court date 4 weeks ago. He was fighting in court once again, trying to reduce his sentence, and he actually got 25 years with the possibility of parole, right? Because they say the prosecution couldn't, convince the jury that it had to be, what is that called? It had to be like murder or something like that, they call it. That was 4 weeks ago. And so he got his sentence kind of like a little bit reduced, 25 years with the possibility of parole 4 weeks ago. And just now they say that he was found dead in his prison cell, okay? So let me read to you briefly more information about this breaking news that's happening. Convicted killer of Lesandro Junior Guzman-Feliz was found dead in New York prison. The gang member convicted of killing the 15-year-old Lesandro Junior Guzman was found dead at a New York correctional facility on Friday, according to the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision website. Jonaiki Martinez Estrella, that was his name, 31 years old, was found dead at the Kazaki correctional facility, where he was serving 25 years to life with the possibility of parole for second-degree murder. His cause of death was not immediately made known. Martinez Estrella was originally sentenced on October 11, 2019 to life without parole on a first-degree murder conviction which involved an element of torture. He was convicted of inflicting the neck wound that killed Guzman on June 20, 2018. So it was just the anniversary, basically. June 20 was just the anniversary of Junior's death. And like I said, 4 weeks ago, because Jonaiki got Okay, he was convicted of first-degree murder conviction and life in prison. That's what he got in October 2019. I remember watching this too. 4 weeks ago, I saw videos of him in court again, and his Junior's mom and sister in court again, reading victim impact statements once again, reliving the whole thing once again, because Jonaiki was fighting his sentence, okay? And he actually, they basically gave him like a lesser sentence, saying that the prosecution, like I said, couldn't convince the jury of capital murders, not capital murder, but first-degree murder. So they reduced the sentence to 25 years with the possibility of parole, right? Originally, he was sentenced to life in prison without parole, right? 4 weeks ago, he got that change, and just this Friday, this guy, 31 years old, was found dead in his prison cell. So it says here that an appellate court, in disagreement with the torture element, later overturned the defendant's first-degree murder conviction in 2023. Martinez Estrella was resentenced in May 2025. Guzman-Feliz was chased by 4 cars filled with members of the Trinitario gang who mistakenly thought he belonged to a rival gang in 2018. This is, everything that happened to this child is just crazy to me. It's just so hard to believe. It was so hard to see the videos that became viral back then. It's just even reading about it it's just crazy, because you would think, wow, it was a case of mistaken identity, and then this child runs into a bodega asking and begging for help so that he can be hidden, safe from this group of men that are following him. And it was just, everything that happened with that was just crazy. And then you see these men acting like they're like, I don't even know, dragging this kid out of the bodega, right? Just to do all of that. And people in their balconies filming the whole thing. It was just hard to believe that they did that to a human being. It says here that, well, they're basically sharing everything that happened, basically everything that I say, but at least, it says here, at least 30 members of the gang has been sentenced, many receiving 25 years to life. Some took plea bargains for manslaughter conviction. So, Jonaiki Martinez was found dead this Friday in his prison cell. They didn't say, like I told you, they didn't say how he died, nothing like that, but this is the works of the enemy, right? Operating in somebody. Nothing good comes from following the enemy, obviously. His ultimate goal is to kill, steal, and destroy. It's just a result of all of that, right? It's just a result of all of that. I don't know in their mind, this man, not to dig too deep into like, why would anybody want to be in a gang, right? But this, they call it like, what it is to, like, you follow this kid, grown men following a kid, and do all of that, and then they're like, oh, it's the wrong guy, right? That's crazy, right? And even if it was the right person that they were looking for, to leave your house to do that to somebody, like, really? Knowing that at the end of your life, we're all going to stand in front of the Lord, and we're going to give count to what we did with our lives, right? Nothing good will ever come following the enemy, right? Following the enemy of our soul, which is Satan. Nothing good will ever come from that. His ultimate goal is to kill, steal, and destroy. And this is an example, basically, of what happened here. Jonaiki follow along, right? All of this, did all of that, and look how he ended, right? So Let me know, guys, what you think about this. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much, everybody who's listening in the program, in the podcast, excuse me. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody. God bless. Everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody. God bless.